Hello guys, thanks for checking out the video. I just wanted to do sort of a quick introductory video, just kind of explain a few things, why I've gone solo, what I've been doing and stuff like that. So some people may know me, most of you probably don't. My name's Lee Warren. I'm a musician based in Hertfordshire, Stevenage to be more exact. I've recently gone solo. I've been in a few bands in the area and stuff like that before. Never really had that much success with it. Kind of always fell into the same traps really. So I've gone solo recently about a few weeks ago. It's something I wanted to do for a while, but again there are a few things that I'll come on to that have sort of stopped me from doing that. So the first one is why I've gone solo. I've been trying to form a band for about a year or so. Unfortunately, just kept meeting musicians who either had their priorities in the wrong place or were just general time wasters. So that's kind of got annoying after about a year or so of trying to get that off the ground. So I've decided to go solo and see how that works and see if I have any luck with that. So the first thing I thought was, why haven't I done this before? Why haven't I done it sooner? And there have always been two things that have kind of stopped me from going solo. They're kind of jokey things. If you know me, they're kind of just part of who I am. But kind of if you don't know me and you were just looking at me at a random stage, you'd probably notice them right away. One of them is that you may have noticed I have an extremely lazy eye. And the second is that I have a little bit of a lisp, which when you're singing, unfortunately for me, shines through a bit more. And I always thought that kind of that lisp would overshadow the music, so that's kind of something that's held me back, but I'm trying to work on that. And also the third thing, I've never sung in any band I've ever been in. Guitar, bass, rhythm, lead, whatever. I've never done backing vocals, I've never even tried to do vocals, so at the same time I'm learning how to actually sing free as well, because I haven't exactly got the money for a vocal coach. So I'm basically trying to feel my way around this and work out stuff that sounds good and find out stuff that doesn't work, and how I can improve upon that. In terms of kind of my music and the sort of sound I'm going for, I'm a big fan of what Frank Turner called campfire punk rock, which is so kind of people like obviously Frank Turner, Beans on Toast, you know, all those kind of guys that were sort of punk rock guys, you know, primarily, but they sort of played it on an acoustic. I really like that sort of folk element and that storytelling element. Brian Fallon as well from Gaslight, I'm a massive fan of him. I'm primarily influenced by kind of punk rock. Some stuff from the 70s, mainly the big bands from the 70s like Clash, Sex Pistols, Ramones, stuff like that. But the bulk of my influence kind of always came from the 80s and early 90s. Bands like Black Flag, Operation Ivy, you know, that whole West Coast kind of scene. The more kind of hardcore element, like NoFX, Rancid as well. So I've always been into that kind of music. But obviously it's kind of hard to make that music by yourself, so you know, I kind of thought I'd go solo. And right now it's kind of nerve-wracking because I'm trying to get over those two things that I said. I'm hopefully going to be doing some open mics quite soon, which I'm looking forward to, but dreading at the same time. Songwriting isn't a problem, thankfully. You know, aside from having musical experiences and, you know, having played in a few bands, you know, I have no problem playing guitar on stage. I have no nerves when it comes to that. My nerves is, you know, trying to do something that I've never done on stage before, and have a few kind of, you know, hang-ups around. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. In terms of a set, I've got maybe 3 or 4 originals right now, you know, kind of completely done, that I'm just working on and playing them, and, you know, trying to, you know, get my voice up to scratch and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing open mics. Hopefully the videos of those will surface, you know, quite soon. Hopefully you guys stick around, kind of, you know, experience this with me. You know, I never kind of thought I'd ever go solo. I thought I'd, you know, just play in bands all my life, but sort of, you know, now it's got to a point where I want to try something new and try something that I haven't done before. So that's kind of why I've gone solo. This video's been a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that's it. Comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want, I don't mind, I don't really care. Bye.